our BG 4-ton clicker press. So it comes, there are 4 holes so you can mount this to your table. Make sure it's secure. Comes with a screw threaded handle. There are multiple ports for greasing and oiling. Keep it greased up, longer life. There are also 2 here on the back and 2 on the front. This is your leveling screw, so it raises or lowers the height of your head. And we've also made it, and as you can see, this fully swings off the head both ways. So 360-degree spin. We made the table, the bed to come off. There are 2 pins here, set pins, and they are there to keep this in place, and they are lower down in the holes there. So we're going to show you a few things. We're going to show you how to emboss. We're going to show you how to cut some coasters with this machine and a few other things. But for that, we're going to bring in my brother Ted, our leather manufacturing head.
All right, so let's start with clicking a coaster.
Sounds good.
All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take this square clicker die right here. This is one of our BG square coasters. It is 1 1/4 inch. So I've already set this machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over right in the center, bring the head over, come down, click. That feels good. The way we adjust is right back here, as Hugh said. So I can see a little line, which means that it's set great. I'm going to bring this over, set it right to the corner, still in the center. So what will happen is if you see a little phrase, that just means you might not have it setting to click far enough into the table. So that's an easy adjustment. Just bring it down a little bit on the top. Okay, the next thing we're going to click is a belt strap. So I have a 1.5 inch strap here. It's an 8 to 10 ounce leather English bridle strap. Then I have my 1.5 inch tip end die. It's the same height as the coaster die we just used, 1.25 inches. So I'm going to bring this over the center. There we go. Just like that. If you're doing a lot of belts, this can really help speed up production.
So you can do obviously leather with this machine, but you can also cut canvas, you can cut vinyl, rubber. We've got Biothane, which is a polyester inner with a coated webbing or a coated PVC outer. Great for cutting that as well. All right, so we're going to move on to a double click. So we've got a bigger die. So the bed here is a 12 by 9. So Ted's got a die that's bigger.
Yep. So when your die is bigger than the cutting board, you're going to have to double click. All that means is, you might have some overhang on one side. You're going to come over, do your first click like so. Then you want to bring your material and die just on over to the other side, and then come over and click the remaining part.
Great. All right, we're going to move into embossing logos on leather. So we have our magnesium die here, a coaster.
All right, so we're going to do this again in the center of the table with the grain facing up. On this one, we're just going to center it exactly how we like. Bring it right over, come down, click over. It's not set perfect, so we're going to bring it up a teeny bit. One more time. Perfect. All right.
Nice.
So there you go.
Great. What we've also made are acrylic embossing dies. So if you're doing a monogram on coasters, it's a great little add-on. What you will need, because you can tell these are low profile, is you're going to need another either cutting plate or something you have at home. I'm going to put that on there, and let's set this up. So we've made it so that they fit and key in perfectly, so you can have a really nice spacing. So
perfect. All right, so that looks nice. Swing it right over. Feels good. Didn't get too much there, so I'm going to bring this down a bit more. Perfect. All right, how's that look?
Great.
Oh,
nice. All right. So, last but not least, we want to talk about wet molds and setting wet molds with a clicker press. So Ted runs our production floor here, so they run every so often 100, 200 a day. So this machine certainly helps with that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Same practice as doing it by hand, but what we're gonna do to create more space, we're gonna just take both of these off now. And all you do is you're gonna have your inner jig and your outer jig. You're gonna place it over top with your grain facing up, and you'll put your inner jig over, and you just come on over, and you're just gonna keep pressing this down in small little increments, come down more until your jig is set all the way deep in there.
All right, well, those are the features and functions of our 4-ton clicker press. Let us know if you have any questions.